All right, guys, I'd like to thank you for doing the channel today. Today we're going to talk about the fifth wheel. We purchased a new fifth wheel camper, and I was trying to decide which hitch I was going to go with. And I looked at all the different brands, and of course you can see behind me we have a short bed. And I've had short beds and I've had fifth wheels before, but some of the things I was thinking this time was, okay, I really like the goose box because, you know, you definitely, it's a lot easier. Maybe not easier to hook up, but you don't have to have this big hitch in your bed. And you know, you can get that goose box now in a 20,000 pound hitch, and it has the air suspension, the airborne, I guess, option on it. Before, I think you could only get it in a 16. So it was a possibility for me, but one of the things that you know was a concern was the short beds. You know, you can hit your cab with the camper, and you know, so I went ahead and I decided for two reasons on the hitch that I chose. Everybody has a different situation. Everybody's looking at a different hitch. Just want to go over why I chose what I chose. I chose the Reese M5, which is their newer hitch. And there's two reasons I chose that hitch. The first reason is I'm going to use the Sidewinder. The Sidewinder basically moves that pivot point back. I think it's, you know, can't remember how far it pushes it back, but basically you can do a 90-degree turn with a short bed truck. So the Sidewinder is not offered. It is offered in the air ride in a 16,000, but in the 20,000 it's not. So I wasn't going to be able to get that. But I figured if I was going to have the Reese Sidewinder, then I also wanted the Reese hitch. Now I have looked at all the auto sliders. I've had the auto sliders before. They're great. They work really well. The ones that, you know, when you straighten up, they come back over the axle, and then when you turn, it pushes them back. Those are great hitches, but they take up most of your bed and they're pretty heavy. And, you know, as I get older, I want something I can hop in my bed, lift out pretty easy. And then I also want something that's easy to hook up. You know, the fifth wheel, I can pretty much back under it. The second reason for the choice on the hitch is the Reese M5 is always ready to receive. And so what that means is you don't have to climb up in the bed. You don't have to open it up. You can basically back up to your camper and it will auto latch. And that's a pretty cool feature for me because it's, you know, one less time you got to crawl up in the bed. You know, it makes it easy. You just back under there and you hear it pop and it's locked. And it also has an indicator on the side to show that it's locked. So let me flip this around and we'll go over the hitch and kind of show you what it looks like. Now, again, I'm not affiliated with Reese in any way. I'm just basically just bought the product and showing you what it is. So in the position it's in right now, you can see the little arrow. It's got a red indicator. As soon as you back your RV into there and it's fully locked, then that red will turn to green, basically knowing that you're hooked up and you're ready to go. The only thing you have to do at that point is just clip your snap pin in right there and you're done. You know, to unhook the trailer, same thing, you just pull it forward like that and you can back out of it and you know, it's ready to receive again. So it stays in that position. And whenever it's ready to receive, you can see this hole right here. When that turns green, that pops in, that slides all the way in, and then that pin lines up. So that's how you know it's locked in. Okay, now that I'm in the bed of the truck, you can see I'm running the lowest position. And that's because I have the Sidewinder on my camper. I actually ran the middle or the top with a standard hitch. So the Sidewinder gives you a little bit, it kind of pushes it down some. You can see in here it's adjustable. Every one of these holes is 2 inches. And every one of the holes on the camper is 1 inch. So, you know, depending on what you need for clearance and to be level, you can make a 2-inch move here or make a 1-inch move on the RV. So you've got some options there. But basically, this hitch was very easy to install. A lot of these have cotter pins in them. These actually have these little snap rings that came with that, which is nice because you can lock it in, you snug it a little bit, and then close it, and you have a nice snug fit, and the hitch will not rattle. And that's very easily adjustable with these pins. So this is a really good hitch. It works really well. I've used it a few times. I've got the Sidewinder video coming up. I've got to do some editing on it, basically getting those turning angles, showing you kind of how you can make a full 90-degree turn with them. This hitch, without it, I have a curved front end of my camper, so it's actually, it works well on short beds, but I could probably get about a 65 to 70-degree turn, you know, when I was pretty much within an inch of my cab. So Sidewinder, full turn, full 90 degrees, no problem. And so when you're maneuvering in sights that are tight, that's something good. And then I don't have to worry about watching it. I don't have to worry about hitting it, which is really nice also. So appreciate you watching this. This review is on the Reese M5. If you got any questions, post them below. I'll try to answer them. Please hit that like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video.